After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Marks. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And listen, I think the offense did a really good job isolating that running back on a linebacker, running the angle route, had him open. Running back's there. You got to make that play, man. Had a chance after the catch to do some damage.
Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw on 3rd. Rifles it down the middle. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
USC 10, Syracuse 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Fast motion from the offense. Johnson looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Using the quick game. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Wide receiver shows motion. Takes the handoff. It's Allen. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Johnson wants to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, the offense trying to take a shot and get aggressive downfield, that's when the defense just has to come up with an opportunity to make the interception in the end zone. Not going to get a lot of chances like that.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Cuse! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Slips through the line. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast.
Afterburner's coming. The 20. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly.
Quarterback checking off.
Timber.
He's going to pass. Escapes the... But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Ready up.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
Cricket.
Johnson looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break.
Okay.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Hornet. Easy.
He's looking to throw. Ball in the air, intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open grain, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Check.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch.
Oh, they block it. He's got a chance to take this one back. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Johnson wants to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Line getting set on second down.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Wide out in motion.
Gorilla.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Now on second down.
Come on, set.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Wants to throw on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. They move the tight end all over.
Go. Hornet.
Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's James. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Johnson looking to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Terrier. Lasso.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interceptions.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, USC.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. Corner's going to give them room. Touch pass on the run. Crosses the 30. Nothing but green ahead. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but
can anyone catch him? A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, shoot up yards, getting a big play down the field.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Across the 25, just keeps moving. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Orange. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I think sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to USF. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to throw it to start the drive. What a snag by the defense.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires left. Got it. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
Dino!
Johnson wants to throw it. Gets away. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
On second down, looking again to throw. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Crosses midfield. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
He wants to pass it on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Marks. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
691, Gators score.
Back to the air one more time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down there.
Yeah, I mean, try to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Looking to scramble. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown USC. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. So they picked up 32 yards on that drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Johnson looking to throw. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Syracuse right back at it.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
At the 40, there he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Taking it the other way. At the 30. Inside the 10. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play.
Touchdown Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field after giving up that score. Now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football.
He lost one down the sideline. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Syracuse right back at it.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They're trying to get to it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Quarterback will audible.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
Johnson wants to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break.
Here we go. Low.
From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. He's looking to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Syracuse. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the Trojans pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Going up top on 1st down. Finds a man on the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it behind the line. It's Marks. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Trojans. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. This is his personal resume reel, trying to win the Bolitnikoff Award or something.
Highlight after highlight after highlight. He's going to go to social media. He's going to post these. Hey, a lot of likes, a lot of love, a lot of shares with those plays.
He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Syracuse, 29.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Motion from the offense. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Here they come 1st and 10 from the 48.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. On second down, he'll let it fly. Trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Yep.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Dances away. Takes a hit as he fires. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Looking for the two-point try.
Dino. Gorilla.
Johnson wants to throw it. They've got the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 9. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the...
Oh, look out, there he goes! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
They're bringing heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know
A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
you're trailing this much in the fourth quarter. The offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
A third and long coming up here. Johnson looking to throw. Buys a little time, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in this score.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. After this, it'll be a wrap. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Johnson wants to throw it. Coming after. He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't make the catch. In fact, he just flat dropped it, and they just dropped the game. When we get